Okay, so in the last lecture, we can take the Hermite differential equation, then we find out the solution to that differential equation. And the solution to that differential equation, Hermite differential equation, we call them as a Hermite polynomials, and we find out different Hermite polynomials. Now, today we will see how we can generate a Hermite polynomial from a function which we will call as a generating function. So that particular function from which we will generate these Hermite polynomials, we call that as a generating function. So like we did in in the Bessel generating function, we had the generating function for the Legendre differential equation or Legendre polynomial. Similarly, we will have the Legendre Hermite polynomial generating function for the Hermite polynomial. So what could be that function? You know that that is a coefficient, the coefficient to some value to some function. We call them as if this the let me tell you like this. If the function e raised power 2xt minus t square is equal to some summation n running from 0 to infinity t raised power n by n factorial h n of x. So this particular function e to power 2xt minus t square, we call this as a it will generate a Hermite polynomial, and it will there will be the coefficients. The coefficient to the this t raised power n term are called as the Hermite polynomials. Okay, so let's try to see whether how we will generate a Hermite polynomial from this very function. Okay, now so what I will do, I will consider this e raised power 2xt minus t square. I will just elaborate. I will write down this as 2xt into e raised power minus t square, right? So you can just write it e raised power 2xt minus t square, right? Now you know that e to power x, the power series is x plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial plus so on. That is summation sum r running from 0 to infinity. Okay, x raised power r by r factorial. So here my r is 2xt. So how I will write down this as? I will write down this as summation r running from 0 to infinity 2xt yani x raised power r divided by r factorial, right? Similarly, here I will write down this as summation s running from 0 to infinity. Now my x is t. So I will write down this as minus t raised to power s divided by s factorial. Right? Or I can just combine it. I will write down this as summation r running from 0 to infinity. Summation s running from 0 to infinity. Okay. I will write down this as this is minus 1 into t. So it is minus 1 raised to power s 2x 2x raised to power r divided by this r factorial into s factorial. Then I have t raised power r into t raised power s. So I will write down this as t raised power r plus t raised power r plus. Okay, sorry, this is t square. T square. So this is r plus 2s. Okay, very simple. So what I will do, I will say that let us suppose that is r plus 2s is equal to n. So that is implies this r will be equal to n minus 2s. Okay, so what will be the coefficient of t raised to power n then? Then coefficient of t raised to power n. Then the coefficient of t raised to power n, because the r plus s will become n. So it will be summation r is now n minus 2s. N minus 2s raised to, power, to up to infinity. Summation s over s running from 0 to infinity. Then minus 1 raised to power s. 2x raised to power, what is r? R is simply n minus 2s divided by r is now n minus 2s factorial, then s factorial and t raised to power n, because we are making r plus 2s is equal to n. Okay, now try to understand from here what I am going to say. Now the total value of this t raised to power n, total value of this t raised to power n is obtained by summing over all the allowed values of s. यानी जितने भी अलाउड वैल्यूज ऑफ s होंगे हमारे, so it the total value of tn can be obtained by taking the summation over all these allowed values of s. And since you know that and since this r minus r is equal to n minus 2s implies this n minus 2s is always greater or equal to 0, or I can say that this n is greater or equal to n is greater or equal to, sorry, s is greater, I can say that like this, s is less or equal to n by 2. So s can never be greater than n, it is always less than n by 2. So this is important here. So what I am saying, just I'm repeating it. So the total value of the series power n is obtained by considering t raised power n is obtained by summing over all the allowed values of these s values. जितने भी s allowed s values हैं, whether s will take 1 2 3 4 whatever the values we have, so it is allowed, जितने भी allowed values of s होंगी. And since we know that r is equal to n minus 2s implies this n minus 2s is greater or equal to 0, so we can have the s. Why I'm doing it for the two values, because either this n is even or n could be the odd. So if n is even, so then s will go from s goes from and then s goes from 0 to n by 2 like we did last time. And if n is odd, then s goes from 0 to n minus 1 by 2. Yani it will take these of values depending upon the value of an s. Okay, so if that is the case, how I will write down this function now? So what will be the coefficient of t raised power n then from this equation? So the coefficient of t raised power n is, so the coefficient of t raised power n is summation n running from 0 to n by 2 for even values minus 1 raised power s, okay, 2x raised power this n minus 2s, shabash, divided by n minus 2s factorial divide into s factorial. Okay, so this is what, this is a coefficient, any coefficient, this whole thing here is the coefficient of this, but I am now taking n minus 2s, I am considering at n to be n or n plus s ke badle, and out of these two summation I am considering only it to be summation, sorry, not n, s running from 0 to n by 2. This is the coefficient to t raised power n. So this coefficient I can say that this is equal to hn of x divided by n factorial. Why? Now if you remember in the last lecture where we find out the Hermite polynomials, जहां पे हमने Hermite polynomial find किया था, you find out that this Hermite polynomial, उसको याद करो जो लास्ट हमने किया था, you find out that this Hermite polynomial, the solution to h and x is always given by some summation m running from 0 to p लिया था मैंने वहां पे, p is n by 2 and n minus 1 by 2, it depends upon then minus 1 raised power m n factorial divided by shabash m factorial into n minus 2m factorial, okay, 2x raised to power n minus 2m. Just go through the last lecture, we have find out this the solution to your Hermite or the differential equation. Okay, so, so now look at this and this, so that's why, so other, for example, if I'm going to multiply uh, just uh, if I'm going to multiply it by the n factorial, yeah, multiply numerator and denominator by n factorial, this thing अगर मैं यहाँ पे इसको n factorial और n factorial divide में भी करूँ, so this thing will be equal to the hn of x. So यो मैं यहाँ पे hn of x लिख रहा हूँ, just compare these two. So hn of x divided by n factorial, so ये n factorial आपका यहाँ से मिल जाता है. So this is nothing, these are just Hermite polynomials. So you seeing that we consider this particular function and we generate an Hermite polynomials from this one. That's why we call this as a generating function for the Hermite polynomials. Okay, So in other simple words, so I will can write it now like okay. So see how I write. So hence you say that hence this e raised to power 2xt minus t square जो मैंने यहाँ कंसिडर किया है, this is equal to summation n running from 0 to infinity this t raised to power n by n factorial h n of x. And the coefficient of this t raised to power n in this is are called as they are Hermite polynomials. Or I can also write this as e raised to power x square minus t minus x whole square. Generating function sometimes I can also write this thing as like this. So this is again summation n running from 0 to infinity t raised to power n by n factorial h n of x. This is very simple. I can just take for example यहाँ पे मैं e to power x square अगर मैं for example इसको ऐसे लिखूंगा e to power t minus x whole square. T minus x whole square क्या आएगा आपका t minus x whole square? It will be t square plus x square minus 2xt, right? So 2xt minus t square already हमारे पास यहाँ है 2xt. So यहाँ पे एक टर्म आपकी एक्स्ट्रा आ जाती है that is e to power x square. So that's why I am writing it this as e to power x square को मैं वो माइनस e to power x square जो यहाँ पे वो एंड वो कैंसिल हो जाएगी and you will get back this 2xt minus t square. It's very simple. So this is about the generating functions. Now let us is it okay? Is it okay or is it okay or you have anything to ask about these things? Just simply I consider this to be as a genetic function, then I elaborate it to obtain the coefficient to Tn. That is what we call as a Hermite polynomials. You can write the genetic function like this, or I can also write this like this, because just t minus x raised whole square, and you elaborate it, there will be an extra term e to power x square. उसको मैं यहाँ पे multiply कर रहा हूँ. So this will be minus x square and plus x square. It will be 0. Okay. So now if it is okay. Then let us try to find out some of the reconciliation of these Hermite polynomials. Okay. So now recurrence relations for Hermite polynomials. Reconciliation for Hermite polynomials. Okay, like we had for the Bessel, we had for the Legendre differential equation, we also have some of the reconciliation for this the Hermite polynomial. There are few. Let us consider the first one. Very simple. They are, I think, more simpler than when we consider this Legendre or Bessel. So the first one is like h n prime of x. We have to prove that this is 2n h n minus 1 when I will lower this Hermite polynomial by 1. So taking the derivative of a Hermite polynomial of any order is always equal to twice n multiplied by the Hermite polynomial of a order lower by 1. Okay, so this is very simple to prove. I can just prove it from the generating functions. Now since you know that summation this n running from 0 to infinity, okay, h n of x divided by n factorial t raised to power n is equal to e to power 2xt minus t square. Okay, this is we already proved it. So let us differentiate this equation with respect to x. So when you are differentiating it with respect to x, this Hermite polynomial, so you can write down this is a function of x. So you write down summation n running to infinity n factorial. So this is h n prime of x divided by n factorial into t raised to power n, will serve as an independent term, independent of n. Here it will be e raised to power 2xt minus t square into the differentiation of this term. So that is 2t into twice t. Okay. So let us keep the left hand side as such. I will just only write. I will write down this as twice. Uh, twice. Let me first write twice t into this. But you know that this term e to power this term is equal to this. So I will write down this as twice summation n running from 0 to infinity hn of x divided by n factorial t raised to power n. Okay, or this is equal to twice summation n running from 0 to infinity hn of x divided by n factorial then t raised to power n plus 1 because this multiply. Okay, so this is summation some n running from 0 to infinity hn prime of x divided by n factorial into t raised to power n. Okay, now equating the coefficient of t raised to power n on both sides. It's t raised to power n here, but it's t raised to power n plus 1. So to make it t raised to power n, I will just put n equal to n minus 1 here. N equal to n minus 1. And then equate the coefficient of t raised to power n. Equating coefficients of t raised to power n on both sides. Okay. So let me write it here. So what is the coefficient of t raised to power n here? It is hn prime of x divided by n factorial. This will be equal to twice h. Okay, now put n equal to n minus 1. It will be h n minus 1 of x divided by n minus 1 of factorial. Okay, or I can write down this as h n prime of x divided by n factorial is equal to twice h n minus 1 of x divided by n. यहाँ पे मैं इसको लिखूंगा n factorial को n into n minus 1 factorial. This is n minus 1 factorial. Now this n minus 1 factorial n factorial because you know that n factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. Okay, so this n factorial and n minus 1 factorial is gone, or you can say that this h n prime of x will be equal to twice n h n minus 1 of x, and this is the relation which we were supposed to prove this. Okay, fine. Is it okay? This is very simple.
Yes.
Very, very simple. See, now the second one is twice x h n of x is equal to twice n h n minus 1 of x plus h n plus 1 of x. Okay, we have to prove this. Again, we know from the generating function that the summation n running from 0 to infinity hn of x divided by n factorial into t raised to power n is equal to e raised to power 2xt minus t square. Okay, now here instead of differentiating with x, I will just differentiate with respect to t now. Okay, so differentiating with respect to t. Okay, now this will serve as a constant and we will have a differentiation of this. So this will be now summation n running from 0 to infinity hn of x divided by n factorial will remain as such. This is n into t raised to power n minus 1. Okay, similarly it will be 2xt minus t square into this will be 2x minus 2t, differentiation of this exponent term. Okay, fine. Or you can write down this as summation over n running from 0 to infinity hn of x divided by n factorial n into I can write down this as n into n minus 1 factorial, right? T raised to power n minus 1 will be equal to 2x minus 2t into summation over n running from 0 to infinity instead of this hn of x divided by n factorial t raised to power n. Okay, very simple. Or see, this I will this n and n will go. I will write down this as summation over n hn of x divided by n minus 1 factorial t raised to power n minus 1. This will be equal to twice x into summation hn of x divided by n factorial into t raised to power n when I multiply with this 2 to this term. Minus, now I will just multiply 2, it will be minus twice summation over n running from 0 to infinity hn of x divided by n factorial, then t raised to power n plus 1. T raised to power n plus 1. Okay. Now I can equate the coefficient of t raised to power n. Equating coefficients of t raised to power n on both sides. Here it's t raised to power n minus 1. So I will just make n is equal to n plus 1 here. It's n here. So I am not going to do anything with this. It is n plus 1. So here I am going to make n equal to n minus 1. यहाँ पे ये यहाँ पे आपको लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, but I am just saying कि कैसे हम. So when you will see substitute n equal to n plus 1 here, this will be the coefficient to, it will become t raised to power n. Its coefficient will be h n plus 1 of x divided by n factorial, right? Divided by n factorial. Let me write it here. This term. So I will write down this as h n is n plus 1. It will be h n plus 1 of x divided by n minus 1 के बदले में n factorial लिखूंगा because n is equal to n plus 1. Minus 1 n plus 1 will go. Fine. This is equal to twice x. Okay. Coefficient. So this is h. This will remain as such. H n of x divided by n factorial minus 2 into this is n is equal to n minus 1. It will be twice h n minus 1 of x divided by n minus 1 factorial, right? N minus 1 factorial t raised to power n. I am not going to write this as, so this will be t raised to power n. Okay, see, so this is we have obtained almost 8, but what I will do, I will just in the third term, what I will do, I will just multiply numerator and denominator by n and n. So this n, this, because this will become n into n minus 1 factorial is n factorial. So then instead of this, I will have only the n factorial, and I will have like h n plus 1 of x divided by n factorial is equal to 2x h n of x divided by n factorial plus minus 2n h n minus 1 of x divided by n factorial. Now this n factorial will cancel out throughout. So I will have what was my cancellation? Okay, so I will have this. I will just try to put in the way it has been asked. So I will write down this is 2x h n of x. This term will be equal to this h n plus 1 h n plus 1 of x plus h n plus 1 of x plus this will go to here. It will be plus 2n h n minus 1 of x. So if you look, this is this very similar, and hence we drew it with the help of a generating function, these reconciliations. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay. Now I have another one. I have the next one. Next one is h n prime of x is equal to third one. H n prime of x is equal to 2x h n of x minus h n plus 1 of x. Okay. This we can prove from already what we have obtained. So what was the first one? The first one, since the first reconciliation is h n prime of x is equal to 2n h n minus 1 of x, right? And the second one is 2x hn of x is equal to twice n hn minus 1 of x plus hn plus 1 of x. Okay, so this is 1 and this is 2. Now subtract second from first. Okay. When you will subtract this minus this minus this, right? So this will be like 2x minus, this will become minus and this will become minus. So let me write it here. So this will be 2x hn of x, subtract second from first. Okay, this minus this minus this is minus. This may see equal. So I will write down this as hn prime of x minus 2x hn of x, 2x hn of x. Okay, quickly. So this will be equal to twice n hn minus 1 of x minus twice n hn minus 1 of x minus hn plus 1 hn plus 1 of x. Now this 2n h minus 1, 2n h minus 1 will get cancel out, or I can have hn prime of x will be equal to, I will take it here, this will be 2x hn of x minus hn plus 1 of x. So this is what we were supposed to do, right? Okay, quickly, we are running out of time. I have the another one, that is hn double prime of x minus 2x hn prime of x plus 2n hn of x is equal to 0. Now, if you look at this particular difference, this reconciliation, and if you remember your original this Hermite differential equation, what is your original differential equation? Your original differential equation is y double prime minus 2xy prime plus 2ny is equal to 0, isn't it? So where the solution to this particular differential equation is given by y is equal to some summation r m running from 0 to infinity cm x raised to power m. So which we obtain in terms of a Hermite polynomial, that is we call them as hn or hm of x. So with the solution to this, that is given by hn of x. So this hn of x is nothing. These are the Hermite polynomial and its solution to your original ordinary differential equation. So since this hnx is a solution to your differential equation, to your Hermite differential equation, it simply means that it will satisfy the given reconciliation. So given reconciliation is same as that of your original equation, original ordinary this ordinary differential equation, second order ordinary differential equation. So hence we can say that this, since hn(x) is a solution to your or this Hermite differential equation, and hence it will satisfy this relation, right? So you can say then, so instead of y, I can just substitute hn of x, as y is the solution. So instead of y, if you will substitute hn of x, you will get this solution. So you don't need to prove it. We already have find out its solution. You just saying that since hn(x) is a solution to your differential equation, so we can say that it will satisfy the given reconciliation. So these are the 4 reconciliation and the generating function. Okay. Now, if you have to ask anything, you can ask, because we will move to the next thing, that is about the orthogonality of these Hermite polynomials. But before that, I want to hear from you. If you need to ask something, you can.